Lake number 1 was a bust. I didn't really try too hard. Lake number 2 was the preferred lake. Yeah, couldn't get into it. Lots and lots of snow. So lake number 3 which is close to lake number 2. I'm driving down a logging road that hasn't had anyone on it except for moose and maybe a couple of ATVs, and I don't know how deep the snow is, but the truck is letting me know that it's working right now. So hopefully I don't get stuck, because I haven't seen any fresh tracks other than moose tracks here. Oh, and fox tracks. But it is relatively flat, no big hills. I know this area pretty well. And I'm spinning, all 4 tires are spinning, but okay, there we go. But I know where I'm gonna stay. There's a little lake up here, and if I can stay out of these old ruts, it won't be too bad. I think the biggest problem is the snow was gone on New Year's Day. Well, all but gone on New Year's Day. And then we got 4 inches on top of that ice, so that's what I'm spinning on. But there's definitely more than 4 inches of snow here. But yeah, anyways, life's a journey, and I'm almost where I'm gonna be, so I'll start setting up shortly. Cheers. Well, I think this will do. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, I'm gonna say 5 inches of snow, which it doesn't seem like much, but underneath it's like hard pack, semi-hard pack. So that's where I am there. The lake is right there. This is the lake that pours out of it and into the lake I was gonna stay on. But what do we got? We got can't tell. Critters of some sort, possibly coyotes. I don't think it's deer. So I usually bear hunt up in there, and yeah. Well, I'm gonna start setting up, and this will be home for the night. Just gotta level out the truck just a little bit, and I packed down a couple of good trails, so I know I'll end up being in a relatively level spot, because right now I am absolutely not, but I can find something to level this out. All right, cheers. All set up. Truck's not perfectly level, but level enough for me to sleep, that's for sure. What am I doing? Okay, yeah, so sunset is at 4:45 and sunrise is 7:59. So I'm going to be spending most of my night in here, but the heater's set up, everything's ready to go that way. Just putting on some warmer pants because it is now -10 Canadian. I'm going to put my winter boots on before I go on to the ice as well, and go out there and fish for a little bit, see what kind of tracks are on the ice. And yeah, that's the plan. I don't know how long I'm going to stay on the ice, but I'm going to definitely wet a couple of lines. I think I know whereabouts I'm going to fish to, so I just got to be careful because that exit is kind of sort of near where I walk onto the ice. So I'll be testing the holes as I go, and, you know, be as safe as possible. The new hut's very squid gamey, but it's white and it's lined and it's got an insulation on the inside, so maybe that'll help. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like when I turn the light on in here. But yeah, it'll be good. And then rooftop tent's coming off this week, and then if all works out, I think I can run my cot this way, and I have a door on both sides, or storage here and an entrance there, and I'll be able to sleep in this little thing. But we shall see. The road to hell is paved with good intentions, right? All right. See you on the ice. Okay, I'm out on the ice. Lots of slush. Now, I always do that backwards. Over there, my truck is just that way of over there. That's the outlet. So the first hole I drilled, I've got 8.5 inches of good black ice, but I do have slush on top. It is getting colder because I'm already starting to freeze up out here. So I'm going to just plunk my way across and go. Funny thing is, not the last time I fished on the ice here, but the time before, I fell through its shore. Oh, anyways, I only went uncomfortably deep. My feet hit the bottom. I think you know what that means. Anyways, go drill some holes and wet a line and go from there. So, out here on the ice, here's my path in. I had a good solid 8 inches of ice everywhere. Not too worried about it. Got one hole here, one there. That's the inlet. And I fell through right there at shore 2 years ago. Now, this lake doesn't have a name on the map, which is weird. I believe the locals call it Mud. But it's got an awesome campsite on that little tip there, but I nicknamed it Camp Crooked Hill. If you don't have a hammock, you will hate that place because it's a hill, but it's got an awesome view. Good gravel beach if you want to go for a skinny dip or a chunky dunk. And then there's a little inlet over there that's good for fishing, and that's an outlet over there. So you always pick up largemouth bass on this little point, or sorry, outlet. This little inlet, you pick up whatever's in the lake, so perch, walleye, largemouth. And then over there is a game trail. You can't see it from here, obviously, but it's a very active game trail in the summertime where the moose come in and drink. And this area here was logged all through there, but it's also a very good area for bears. Lots of bears in this area here too in the summer. So the lake I wanted to be on is about 800 meters on the other side of that one. But oh well, beggars can't be choosers. And lake number 1 of 2025 with a goal of 100 lakes to fish. Let's see what we can do. And there'll only be one lake. Well, I'm gonna start jigging here. Off the ice. No fish to brag about. Had one little nibble there the last time I was talking. That was it. A lot of slush on the ice too. Oh well, whatever. Lake 1 in the books. That's all that matters. Kind of strip down here a little bit. Get rid of this. Don't need that tonight. Well, for now anyways. Whip myself up a coffee. Some cashews. And then I'm going to fire up dinner. So, one of the things that I'm going to be doing in 2024 is I'm going to cut down coffee. Now, I'm a 6 or a 7 cup guy a day. So right now I'm on 3. This morning I only had 1. I'm making a small one right now. Forgive me for eating while and then I'm going to have 1 more small one. Small one is in, that size. So yeah, that's the plan. And slowly wiggle my way down to 3 quality cups of coffee a day. Not a whole pot in the morning, a cup at lunch, a whole pot after. So yeah. And drink more water. Other than that, I'm just going to keep being me and being awesome. More later. I'm back. Cheers. Let's talk 2024. I know 2024 was a very rough year on a lot of people, including myself. Actually, almost everyone I know had a bad time in 2024. But I'm going to try to focus on the highlights, but I am going to talk about the lows too. Highlights, lots of camping, lots of star watching. Amazing. It was a good year for that. Lots of wildlife. Been able to get out, see lots of people, good trips for work. Work is awesome. Love my job. Downside is this spring I found my best friend, well, I would say brother, deceased, natural causes. Hardest thing I ever had to do was call Mom to let her know. Still haunts me. The curse of a photographic memory, I suppose. Then right before Christmas, a member of our club, an amazing member of our club, passed suddenly and unexpectedly. I talked to him like 2 days, a day and a half before. He thought he was out on the mend and he had to go back in the hospital. He never made it out. I feel sorry for his son and daughter. The club is seriously at a loss. We don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah. So what's talk 2025? 2025, good friends moving up, building a house. My buddy that we went on that near 1,000-kilometer trip. Actually, I think it might have been a little over 1,000 kilometers. I have to check my logs. He's moving up, building a house here, so hopefully he has time to get some good camping in while the house is being built, but I'm sure he will. I think I'm going to do some ultralight camping again, and I hate to say bushcrafting because bushcrafting has become sales craft. I grew up in the bush. Half of the things I see in bushcrafting videos, never had to do it. I don't know. I've never batoned a piece of wood in my life to have a fire. Never used a fire stick to make a fire, even on rainy days. Anyways, I'll figure it out. Yeah, health's good. FU brain cancer, and I'm just going to keep focus on being awesome. And the goal is to hit 100 lakes. I think I can do it. Lake 1's in. I should be able to do before my trip at least 3 more, so that'll be 5 in January or 6 in January, and then February I'll hit the big lakes that lots of people go to, and then spring I'll start going on the back lakes for the teeny tiny trout and maybe fall through the ice. One winter I actually fell through the ice. One spring I fell through the ice 3 times. Yeah, but anyways, let's not fall through the ice. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do and focus on that. My good friend Sean. We're going to do more together as well. It's going to be really, really good. And then my trailer, I think I'm going to focus on heavily modifying it so I can actually use the ATV to get to the back lakes, like some of the lakes that are really far back. Yeah, do that. And gear reviews. Now, I am sponsored by Vortex and Hike Your Own Hike. They've been awesome. And they support me for everything, but all the gear stuff I do, I buy with my own money. If it's not Vortex, I buy with my own money. Just to let you know that. So yeah, I got a pack review coming up. I just picked up another pack. I just picked up another blade that I didn't need, but my nephew told me I needed to get one, so I did. So I picked that up. Maybe I'll do bushcrafting with it. All right, anyways, I'm going to thaw out my dinner and get ready to eat. Cheers. Just started the heater and supper's almost ready. A little early, but I can still do it. One thing of note, I don't know where I put the stupid remote, is I actually made my fuel pump much quieter. It's still noisy compared to Sean. My buddy Sean bought one that's really, really quiet. But that being said, all I did was take the shell apart and took the pump holder off. I think the heater box was actually like a speaker. It was so loud the last time out, I ended up sleeping with earplugs. I'm not gonna have to do that tonight, so I got heat coming out the pipe right now. And I think yep, my light just died. Oh well, that's what flashlights are for. Anyways, I'm gonna be eating in the nice pink room. Cheers. Oh, I don't know if I can do that. Let me see. Potatoes, gravy, and turkey. I gotta get the cranberries out of the cooler. Christmas in January. Oh. Always be thankful for something. Looks like I'm in a lunar lander. Takes very little light to light this area up, which is kind of neat. Supper was good, but my first light died while I was actually, well, you saw that. Anyways, vacuum sealed Christmas dinner, just heated it up in hot water and put it on a plate and down the hatch. Not as good as the Cajun shrimp and steak and crab cakes and stuff like that, but still pretty good. Having my last small cup of coffee, and then I'm going to transfer the heat over to the rooftop and crank it, and I'm going to basically square away all the odds and ends here, get them in the truck. Probably start the truck up too, just to make sure everything's good. It's already minus 11 again, so it might go minus 16 plus. Well, the truck said it's minus 11. Yeah. So what was the knife that my nephew told me to buy? The 5. The ESS E5. It is definitely a honking thick blade, and it is very sharp. I don't like the coatings, but I think I'm going to take the coating off. Sheath is very cool. I did put some paracord on, and I switched it to a tech lock. I didn't like their little belt clip, and this is a nifty little, you just slide that forward and it locks the sheath in. So yeah, I'll give that one a go for a little bit and see. Most of the time I use something very small, yeah, like a pocket knife, but I'll see what that plays out. Oh. Whew. Coffee. Yeah, I think I'll put everything away. I might actually take the shelter down too. Less to do in the morning if it is cold. It is the first time with this shelter, so I don't know how the poles are going to be. But as you can see, it's very, very, very bright in here with a very low light source. And yeah, I guess the next time I see you, I'll be in bed at about 7 o'clock. That's good. All set in. And I will say one really cool thing about a diesel heater. Crank it up, put it in the rooftop tent, gets nice and warm in here. Nothing, like this is good. I'll be losing the shirt soon. Then crawl into your sleeping bag and pipe the hot air into the sleeping bag. oh, it's like a good night of chili without the stink. It's good. Yeah, very good. That's it for now. I'm gonna shut her down. Plan to get up probably just before sunrise, but chill. Don't got much else to say. It was a good trip. Any trip's better than no trip, and looking forward to keeping this ball rolling for 25. And with that, oh, I forgot to say something. The other night I made bear chili with stew meat instead of the burger. I'm not gonna lie, phenomenal chili. Just the right amount of spice just to make my bald spot sweat, and everything turned out amazing. Unfortunately, I only had enough for one bowl of leftovers, but I will definitely be doing that again. Yeah, so shutting her down, and cheers. A little 11:15 update. I just woke up because the truck was moving from the wind. I don't know if you can see this or not. We'll see. But here's my head box. Oh, where is it? Right there. I got a snowstorm happening out there. I just looked at the tent that I should have put away. But I procrastinated, and it's got about 2 inches on it. Oh, lordy, I knew I should have put it away. And the forecast at my house had clear skies tonight, no snow. Oh, that's why I'm glad I packed a good solid path to get up the hill and get out onto the road. All right, well, that's it for that, and I'm going to close my eyes and go back to sleep. Just about 1 o'clock, and I decided to do the adult thing and be better safe than sorry. So went outside, had a pee, and wiped off all the snow off the pop-up tent. There's a solid 2 inches of snow, but it's like ultra lightweight fluff. So I would have been fine that way. Rooftop-tent is Icicle City out there, nice and warm in here. Heater's doing good. One thing to note though is while it is very warm in here, the furnace itself is not producing the same temperature as the last time I'm out, but I did check the truck and it's minus 13 outside. So maybe cold air, the colder the air, the more, it's too early to word that. Colder the air coming into the heat chamber, the colder the air coming out. I don't know. It's too early for me to think about that. But anyways, I'm going back to bed. See you in the morning. Well, I'm up. I'm dressed. Just before sunrise. I actually cranked the heater up full rip. And I'm gonna drop the canopy right now as soon as I get out. So I'm just making my exit strategy, and yeah, that was the night. And then see how everything went, and yeah, it's neat to know that I was in this thing for, well, other than to get up once, I was in here over 12 hours and I slept too. Cool. All right. See you in the truck. Whew. Well, that's that. still on the bush trail, but we got a solid 4 inches of snow. It's currently minus 15, so that means it was colder than that last night. So that would explain why the little diesel heater was, it worked all night. When I turned it up to the highest settings, it worked better. I think I'm gonna pull it apart and check the combustion chamber for carbon. I don't know much about these things, but I think I'll give that a go. And then, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. And not a lot of outside pictures, more of just me rambling, but I'm a rambling man. Now, that might be patented, so maybe I'm not. All right, cheers, thank you, bye-bye.